everyone. Welcome to month 2, week 3. Remember, we're focusing on upper body this week. So you do have 2 upper body strength days this week rather than a upper and a lower. Some of you, like me, are super excited about that because you dread leg day every week and you don't have to do Bulgarian split squats this week. Some of you might be sad, but you're gonna have a great time. We did a lot of push movements on the last exercises. So, we kind of talked about pushing away from the body, pulling into the body as far as these movements. So for the pushing, we did a lot of shoulders, we did chest, we did triceps, that kind of thing. Today we're kind of switching gears. You're going to be doing a lot of back stuff, back flies, back rows, a lot of bicep exercises. So you will need probably your light and medium dumbbells, heavy if you have been lifting for a little bit and you maybe are a little bit more confident with your upper body. You will also maybe need a towel. There's one exercise where you might want to drop to your knees for. You don't have to, but you might want to. So you might want a towel or a yoga mat, just kind of something for your knees if you might need that later on. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to keep it super simple on this first movement. We're going to be doing wide tucked in bicep curls. So normally, you see bicep curls like this. We're actually going to tuck those elbows in and see how I'm kind of turning out. Like look at I'm not here, I'm wide, okay? So we're going to just do regular. We're going to do 4 sets of 10 to 12 on this first bicep exercise. And then things can get a little bit different and spicy from there, okay? Okay, so I will tell you a couple times during this workout for upper body, just like what I'm doing for reference, but remember you don't have to do whatever I'm doing. I am going to start with 15s just for the first set. If you've already watched the other upper body, we're gonna go ahead and start. If you watched the other upper body for this week, you saw that I had basically got hit with a sickness, and so I have not lifted as much. I've tried to just keep my mileage up on the running, so I haven't been lifting as much this week. So first set of everything is just to test out. I'm gonna do a few more. These actually feel pretty good. My body is probably nice and happy and recovered now. One more. Good. Take a little rest. Doesn't need to be super long. I'm gonna go up a couple of pounds here, not a lot. So I've said it before and I'll say it again as we go into our next set, that it takes a while for like weeks for your body to really lose any muscle at all. So if you're sick or injured or something like that and you need to give a week break, please know that is going to do your body more good than harm. So when you need the break, take it. I'm glad I went up. These feel the right amount of challenging. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. Good. Take a little rest here. We got 2 more sets of that simple bicep curl, and then we're going to go to a back movement. We're going to go to bent over back flies. So slight hinge at the hip, dumbbells are here, flying out. So you have a slight bend at the elbow. I'm not like straight teeing, okay, slight bend. And I'm also not flapping all the way back here. You don't need to do that, okay? You're asking for a neck injury right there. So just right here is good, okay? All right, 3rd set of these. I've been so excited to lift again. I really let my body just like, not worry about lifting this last week. So I'm excited to be back. So if you need to pause and rest a little bit longer, I don't blame you. I was ready today. All right. And remember with these exercises too, if you're like, with the elbows tucked in, it's more of an isolated movement. You're really able to feel those biceps working. So if you're like, oh, I'm not quite ready to go up in weight, just slow down your work just a little bit. Eee. These feel good though, even though they're challenging me a little bit. Let's push out 2 more. I can hear my dog at the door there. She hears me. 1 more. Good. Take a good rest there. Take a rest. We got 1 more set there, and then we're gonna go into those reverse flies. My first set, I'm probably gonna go down to the 15s again, just for that warm-up set. That is also a preference of mine. Everybody is so different. Usually the first set of almost any exercise that I do, I kind of like do a weight where I'm like, it's an experiment. I just want to see how my body is warming up, how my body is reacting that day. And I've talked about this before with women, with hormones and all this stuff. Week to week, you're going to feel different, you're going to perform different, you're going to lift different, you're going to run different. So just being in tune with that. So work with your body, not against it. Last set of these. And if you're like, I'm not a woman, still, you're not a robot, so you will perform differently. Week to week, workout to workout. That's to be expected. That's 5. I think I'm gonna go for 12 on this last set. You do not have to. 7, 8, 9, almost. 10. Those last few reps should be a little spicy. That's what you're looking for. 1 more. Good. I'm gonna put those to the side. It's very possible I will end up using those for back flies. So I'm gonna show you 1 set from the front, 1 set to the side, just so you can see how I'm hinged forward. So I'm going back to those 15s just for the first set, see how I feel. 10 to 12 reps, that's the range, 4 sets, okay? So nice hinge at the hip. Remember, this is the exercise that we accidentally turn into a lateral raise because we get tired, so we just start standing up. Watch yourself, stay hinged forward. That's 2, 3, 4, that's 6, 8, I'm gonna go for 12. That's 10, 11, 1 more, and 12, perfect. So, again, felt great, gonna go up a couple pounds, might end up dropping down to 10 reps, but we'll see. So, your third workout for this week, you know, your body weight, because we had 2 strength focused for upper body, a lot of your body weight workout is going to involve the lower body. Don't worry, I'm not neglecting the lower body completely, okay? All right, so I'm going up just a smidge here, and we'll see how we feel. I'm going to turn to the side for this one, just so you can kind of see that hinge, and also how far I'm flying back, okay, with my arms and where they're landing. Let's go. 2, 3, 5, 8, 9. Actually, I think I can go all the way to 12. So that's 1 more, 2. Perfect. Take a rest here. I'm keeping it, I should have done that thing like I did last time where I kept track of my rest so that I wasn't rushing you guys. So don't worry, I'm calming down a little bit. You're like, dang girl, we just hitting it today. I'm calming down a little bit. I'm calming down. So 2 more sets just like that. The next 2, I'm gonna face towards you. And then we're gonna go back to a bicep exercise. If you have been in the group for the last month, you'll remember spicy 777. If not, no worries. I'm gonna explain it all to you. You'll want maybe your lighter pair for upper body on that one because it's a burnout, okay? All right, let's go back to those back flies here. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna stick with the 12 rep range. That feels still pretty good. Almost there. 9. 2 more. 1 more. Good, rest. One more set of those. So with your lighter pair, and if you do a set of this next exercise and you feel okay and you're like, I could do a little bit more, that's great. But if you're new to 777, please just start a little bit lighter and then go up later. So 777, it's 7 reps consecutively in a set. 7, 7, 7. So to do 7 reps all the way up curls, we did those to warm up. 7, immediately into 7 halfway up, immediately into 7 halfway down. So it's 21 reps in a set, okay? You'll take a good rest, it's burning, and we'll repeat that. So there's a lot of reps happening there, okay? So tomorrow when you're like, why are my biceps spicy? You'll know exactly why, okay? You'll remember that moment. All right, let's go ahead and pick these up and go into our last set of flies. I'll give you a pretty good rest in between those 7s because your muscles will not be ready, okay? Sticking with 12 here. Remember, if that is not right for you today, that's okay. You might be in the same boat that I was in earlier in the week where I just felt trashed. I felt so fatigued and weak. Give yourself some grace if that's you today. Maybe you're just getting back in the swing of things. 2 more. 1 more. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna probably go with 12.5, we'll see. So give yourself a little bit of time to transition. You're not in a rush here. And I will say that I've talked about this before, that when we work upper body, sometimes our heart rate's not as high, and so we rush into the next set thinking that we're recovered and ready. I'm just gonna tell you with the next exercise, your heart rate might be lower, but I'm telling you, your bicep muscle is not gonna be ready when you think it is to just hop right back in, okay? So if you need to watch me do this first set and then rewind it before you do it yourself, have at it. I know when I explained it, you're like, huh? 21 reps total. We're gonna start with all the way down and to all the way up. You did these earlier as your very first exercise. So we're just going for 7 reps. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 2 more like this. 6, 1 more. Good, we're gonna go to halfway down. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 2 more like this, and then we go to halfway up. 1 more. Good, let those dumbbells go all the way down, halfway up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 more, 7. Take a rest. So I did the right thing for my body and I started out lighter. I'm gonna go up a couple of pounds for my next set just to see if that felt, how that would feel. Near the end, you want it to be spicy, you want it to kind of be a struggle. So if you were like making this face, that was normal. So obviously those were too light for my full sets, but anyways, yes, it should be spicy. That's how it should feel. And I also want you to know there's no rules. So once you do your full rep, just because I go to halfway down first doesn't mean you have to. I just want you to know that I've put it in every different order and it didn't matter. It didn't make it easier. Because I was like, maybe if I do halfway up first and then I do halfway down, no, doesn't matter. It's just bad the whole way. So we are gonna do 4 sets of that. I know before in the past we've done like 3 sets because it's so many reps. We're doing 4 sets today. And then we're gonna either use your yoga mat or your towel for the next exercise. Because it's very possible you're gonna want to modify and be on your knees. So I'm going up just a couple pounds here. We'll see if that was a mistake or not. Okay, could be. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, one more regular, and then it's your choice of adventure. I'm gonna go halfway down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 more here, 6, 7, definitely spicier this round. 1, yeah, 2, 3, you're not in a rush, 4, 5, 2 more, 6, 7, take a rest. So, even though that was much spicier, I made the right call because that is exactly the face that you should be making on those last couple reps. So 2 more sets just like that. And then we're gonna do a plank dumbbell row. So you're probably gonna want light to medium or in your towel or yoga mat or carpet if you wanna be on your knees. Basically, we're gonna be in a plank position and with dumbbells, so in a plank position, and we're gonna be alternating, rowing those dumbbells in. So you're getting a core move, stabilization, and also getting that back move with that back row. And as a modification, of course, instead of being in an all-out regular plank, you can drop to your knees and do the exercise, okay? Okay, so going back in here, and if you're ever not ready to hop back in, that is absolutely okay. Pause the video, always. It's also, I'm videoing, well, most of you guys are in the 417, so I'm videoing this on the days where it's actually beautiful outside and it's not super hot. 1 more of these. So I feel like I feel much better during the workout compared to like my 95-degree garage. That's 4, 5, 6, 1 more of these. Last 7, 1, 2, 3, spicy, 4, 5, almost there, 2 more, 6, 7, take that rest, just 1 more set of those. I promise you're gonna survive. For reference on the plank dumbbell row, I'm gonna start with 15s, see how I feel. Standing on a regular standing dumbbell row, any kind of row, you'll probably be able to do heavier. But in the plank position, 1 at a time, just try a little bit less to start, okay? And if you go up the next set, that's great. You know, I'm trying to lead by example here and both ways. So if you start too heavy and you're like, whoa, form was trash, it's okay to drop after a set, and vice versa. It's okay to say, I'm feeling really good today, I'm feeling strong, I'm going to go up and wait. So 1 more set of 7 by 7, and then I'm gonna show you and demonstrate the plank row. We're doing good on time too, which is great. All the more stuff that I can fit in for you. That's 4, 5, 2 more regular, and then your choice of halfway up or halfway down. Last one. I only go halfway down just because it just feels like a natural transition for me, but the other way might work for you, and that's okay. 2 more. Last one. All right, last 7. Yes, we can. Take your time. That's 3, 4, 5, ooh, 6, 1 more, 7, yes. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the plank row, unmodified, and then obviously modified. I have my towel next to me because, again, you never know how you're gonna feel after working your arms for 20 minutes already. So regular plank row, you have your dumbbells right here, so my hands are holding on to them as like a base, and then you're gonna hop up to a plank position here, okay? I like to put my feet out a little bit wider than maybe a normal plank for sturdiness. And then you're gonna alternate here, modification, drop down to the knees, okay? Both are fine. So we're gonna go for 10 reps on each side. That was my dog. Okay. That's 1. Take your time here. 3. 6. 8. 1. Great job. That one feels like, because you're, talking in that position is interesting. So, take your rest here. As you can tell, it's the holding it in the plank that is gonna make going heavier more challenging. You absolutely can. Just kind of like, keep in mind, you've got 3 more sets. Popo, probably coming to get me, yeah. So 3 more sets just like that. I'm gonna stay with that weight, just because I'm like, I picture myself in the next one and I can just see my form going to trash, right? So keep that in mind. Okay, second set here. Taking your time. Make sure your setup is nice here as well, that you're not rushing and everything kind of feels good with where the dumbbells are placed when you're rowing. Get those feet situated how you need. Remember, this is 10 each side, not 10 total. Halfway. This is 8. One more. So, I was having the thought in the middle of the set, and I was like, oh yeah, good reminder here. So, you might notice that I like pause and really try to like, I don't know, I'm going like a little bit slow. This is because I'm really trying hard. It's gonna be natural, especially with the row. Your body's gonna like twist, right, during that row. But we're trying not to twist a ton. So you're really trying to like also maintain that core stability. So I'm rowing And there is that slight movement, but I'm really trying to like keep myself as centered as possible. I don't want to look like that. Okay, like that's kind of like taking away the point of being in the plank. So keep that in mind on your next set. Like maybe instead of going up in weight, maybe you can try to focus more on isolating that row movement and holding that plank and trying not to move as much as you were before. So when you can't go up in weight, how can you improve your form? That's how I always approach it. So we're going into our third set here. You're doing super great, and you're also getting really close to being done. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Strong hold here, strong plank. This is 8. Last one. Good. Take your recovery. Take a breath. Hey. One more set of those. Yikes. For sure. One more set of those. And then I'm gonna give you an optional burnout, okay? So with the burnout, basically, if you've done these in the past, ignore while we're resting. But if not, the way this normally works is I give you an exercise. So this one's going to be bicep focused, and you're gonna do as many reps as you can. There's no like sets and reps and rest. It's really like, here's your exercise, you're gonna go to burnout. So basically like your form becomes trash, time to call it. Your muscles literally are screaming at you, time to call it. And normally when that happens, I'll show you and demonstrate the exercise, but I don't make you just watch me go to burnout. I leave that to you. So just so you know. Okay, so last set of these, and then I will show you your burnout exercise. You're gonna get out of here on time. Go me, go. So impressed with myself right now. And we fit it all in with a burnout. Let's go. Halfway. One more. Perfect. Okay, so for the burnout exercise, I want you to go a little light, okay? Because it is gonna work your biceps, but it's also kind of like shifting some work to your shoulders. And so on this part of the movement, I don't want it being so strained when you're pulling back up that you're gonna hurt your shoulder, okay? So the burnout exercise is high bicep curls. So we're kind of like goal posting it. Obviously you're gonna have weights, so I'm gonna show you. But you're gonna do the exercise. You're doing it as many reps as possible as your burnout. Form is start to really like if you're like trying to you're swinging and getting on your tippy toes, time to call it. Shoulder pain, call it. And obviously you'll know if your muscles are burning to where you're like, okay, we're done, call it, okay? So I'm going to get these weights and show you that burnout exercise, and then I will leave you to it. So, no. I literally was like, you're dumb, don't try to do it with that one. Shoulder, it's like you immediately will know if it's too much. So holding out, curling in right here. So you don't have to go fast just because it's a burnout. I'm not asking you to do like them super speed. It's just a burnout because it's supposed to really burn by the end. And you're really just kind of like, really just trashing the muscle. Okay, so I'm gonna do my burnout. I just wanted you to see the exercise, but I will leave you to do the burnout on your own. So this is your second upper body strength, day 3. It is body weight only, but it's gonna be a lot of lower body moves. I will obviously show you modifications to take out high impact stuff. So happy day. You're almost there and you're doing great.